This Could Get Dicey is an imperfect Dungeons & Dragons game, played imperfectly. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drukala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Lü'mis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I just like to say it's a beautiful day to go on a lovely walk through your neighborhood.
We are not going to give away any revealing things, but great neighborhood.
It's a great neighborhood.
Trees are green, trees are blooming.
I love your neighborhood, which is located in zip code. I don't even know.
Redacted.
42069. Especially today in Northern Blue, and it was beautiful.
Oh, spring is the best.
Oh, I know.
When are people listening to this? It's probably summer when they're listening to this. Right now, when we're recording this, it's spring, y'all, and beautiful outside.
They don't know that. They think we do this live at 5 a.m. on Wednesday. Right, everybody?
Sound off. Hi, my name is Alex Villarreal. I play Ellis Vindove, and today is a beautiful day to write a crisp, brand new character sheet. To just rip up your old one and just start fresh. Make a new character sheet.
You got rid of the old one? Like, it's just gone?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not.
Goodness.
It's not gone, but I do that a lot of times after like a level up, and I looked at my character sheet and I go, messy, gross, messy, and I get a new one and I rewrite everything out.
Can you imagine?
Even more organized.
Alex is like at a restaurant and he orders his food and he just rips the menu in half. He's like done with this.
I'm fucking done with this.
This is
it's
over.
Used. It's tattered. I hate it.
Do you remember paper menus?
Yeah.
Ugh. COVID, am I right?
Have they gone away?
Thank God for the QR code.
Well, I don't know. They used to be like super common. I feel like every place had your little placemat paper menu, and now they don't.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite are the paper menus that are then in protector things that are in, and it looks like a menu.
I like the 20-page book menus. And I'm not just talking about Cheesecake Factory.
We got a Cheesecake Factory fan here.
Not a real cheesecake fan.
I mean, I do
Sponsor
like Cheesecake Factory. That brown bread, y'all, that's good.
Yeah. Fuck your white bread. Throw that shit away. That brown bread is the best.
The brown bread.
Brown bread.
The brown bread.
All right, I can cut all this out. I'm good. I don't need this.
Hello, I'm Kenny Chilton, and today is a beautiful day to eat the rest of the ice cream right out of the carton, and I'm really hoping I haven't said that already.
I don't think you have, but you did forget to say who you're playing.
Oh, that's because Emil would never do that. I'm playing Emil Mazak.
He's a good boy. Kenny's a bad boy.
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
There wasn't that much left.
You don't have to justify.
Listen, Linda, listen. Now I don't have to wash that bowl.
That's right.
Believe me.
Two birds, one stone, baby. Efficiency.
Hello, my name is Becky Schmader. I am the Dungeon Master for This Could Get Dicey. And today is a beautiful day to make little butterfly sugar cookies.
With frosting?
No.
Respect.
I need to frost them.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, you
also
don't.
I've
But
eaten
you
half of
don't.
them already. So
Sugar cookie, no frosting. Pop-Tart, no frosting. No frosting.
Oh, no.
Get rid of it.
Oh my God, Alex! Yes, Pop-Tart, no frosting.
Oh.
no.
This is
the
how we fall
house
apart.
has been
Everybody say-
divided.
Everybody say your favorite Pop-Tart flavor. Cherry, no frosting. It's the easiest. The best.
Oh, God.
Back in the day, it was the blue one with the purple, or it was like purple with the blue.
That's like wild berry.
Wild berry.
Wild
yeah.
berry.
Today it would be frosted brown.
Mine is cinnamon brown sugar with frosting, of course.
With
Extra
the
frosting if
frosting.
possible.
The frosting's delicious.
I'm gonna be like, I know the house divided now, and I'm going to be on my own little island. My favorite Pop-Tart is just the crust of a Pop-Tart.
Fuck. Oh, no.
And we're shutting down the podcast. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Everyone,
This
for
is my last
listening.
episode. It was
Sponsor
great.
us, Kellogg's. Sponsor us.
I mean, we've talked about Frosted Flakes. We've talked about cereal. We've talked about Pop-Tarts.
Frosted Flakes is a type of cereal?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's special. Anyways,
It's his own category.
previously on This Could Get Dicey, our adventurers had begun their trek back to Mistfall. Moving as fast as they could while the sun was in the sky, they were about 3 days out when, at night, they saw that search parties from the Court of Outlaws were looking for them. They defeated the group closest to them, dispatched one of the outlaws, and told them to tell everyone to leave them alone. It is the morning. They all just barely got a long rest and are off just as the sun begins to emerge from the trees. In addition, our players leveled up. Did anyone get anything cool at level 4?
Anybody have anything to say in this moment?
Secrets.
I have a secret. And it's that I'm not going to tell you shit, Alex.
Fucking feisty. I'll say it. I'll fucking say it. I'm fucking multi-class warlock. You probably all saw that happening right before your very ears.
I don't know. I'm wondering, like, people who are new to D&D, it's like, what the fuck is going? Or maybe it wasn't even surprising. But hey, y'all, if you don't know what Ellis did in the last episode, it was surprising. You can gasp now.
Emil, you do notice, as you all are sort of writing this morning, that your fingers are feeling a little bit stiffer, as if your knuckles are kind of like thicker with some, I don't know, like it's almost like arthritis, but it's not really like, I don't know exactly what causes arthritis now that I
Something
mentioned
funny,
it, but
Destiny? Destiny's giggling.
Just like, it's kind of
Emil-
like arthritis, you know.
surprise, Emil's subclass is that he's just old.
He subclasses Gramps.
No, you notice that they feel stiffer, almost like kind of stickier too, and kind of just like there's maybe like a fluid filling up. And you're noticing also kind of ridges and bumps sort of like emerging from beneath your fingers' skin, and your fingernails are darker and a little like more rough looking.
I think I need a good bath. It's been a rough week or weeks, right by now, right? We've been out here in the forest for a week. I think I need to get into a good hot bath. I'm feeling stiff. I'm feeling dirty. And last night didn't help. I'm feeling like something's... Stop. Quit. Don't. Not in front of Gertrude.
Look, bud, I'm sorry you're feeling so dirty and stiff, but we'll be back soon.
I'm bricked up!
Emil has really killed it so far this season, everybody, with the
horny
innuendos.
man.
Do you remember when you said, suck me dry?
Don't bring it back.
Oh,
We're talking about hot baths and being stiff right now.
Yeah, we moved on. Who does anybody want to claim, like, kind of commanding Gertrude?
Gertrude does not need commanding.
I'll be
yeah.
as the one who's maybe most afraid. I'll be leading I'll be handling the reins.
Great.
I think I look up and look behind us, and I kind of snappy at you. I'm like, well, just keep your eyes on the road, and we'll be back soon enough. But we really need to get back there as soon as possible, and I want to like scan behind us. For,
Okay.
like, anyone like looking.
Roll a perception check.
15.
You did notice as you all were packing up the wagon hurriedly that there were some torches still out in the woods. None of the torches seem to be approaching the road or anything, but you can still kind of see them out in the trees.
We still got people on our tail. We need to keep pushing. I'm considering, we should probably even think about riding through the night. We have a whole gaggle of people coming after us.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to running through the night. I mean, like, y'all two can sleep and then I can just stay up and watch Command Gertrude. Is that how Command Gertrude?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could probably. I mean, Gertrude can't understand us, so I mean, I think
Gertrude
Command
pulls
is
out a
fine.
gun and shoots everybody because she doesn't. Need
I've
to
been
be
the most
commanded.
respectful to Gertrude.
Does she?
I gave Gertrude their name.
Would Gertrude be okay going through the night? I'm all for it. I don't feel like I'm gonna sleep well until we're safely behind some city walls.
I don't know if it would make her less tired. I can try, like, we could pull over, and if she has any bumps or bruises, I can maybe, give her a little bit of juice of just making her feel better. But, I mean, I don't know if it'll, that's a good point. I don't know if she'll make it just running.
Yeah, you do have good words of encouragement, and apparently also magic beams that come out of your hands.
Yeah, that was fucking sick, huh?
So, I mean, I'm not the only one who's been maybe misleading about what I'm capable of. So far, you've talked a big game and had some very helpful, inspiring words. But that was different. Right? I look at Lü'mis, right? I mean, that I haven't seen anything like that from you yet.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you usually just kind of say stuff, not blast things with your hands.
You say it like saying stuff. I'm just talking. I whisper scary shit inside of people's minds. I can move stuff with my mind from a distance. I cast a beam out of my hand. Like, y'all, we got Vampiro over here and Mr. Señor Tree Trunks, and I'm the weird guy for shooting a beam out of my hand. Huh?
It's really dangerous for people to give me nicknames because it might catch on, like, in relation to my business, and I really just like going by my regular name, so let's be careful with that. It's just it's a different. I love what you're putting down when you like whisper the sweet magic words that you whisper into people's heads and to heal us and to like give me some that extra push I need. It just seemed a little different. I hadn't seen you like directly, you basically shot that man with like a beam of hurty damage, and that was different.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna keep it. I'm kind of learning as I go here. I didn't get any proper schooling on this magic crap. We saw a scary crow. It flew through my chest. Boom, beams coming out of my hands. At this point, I've learned to stop questioning things.
Ellis, if I could be honest with you, that's kind of worrisome. I think a healthy questioning is good every once in a while, especially since we don't know what's going on with you yet.
And frankly, bud, it wasn't until maybe 24, 36 hours ago that I didn't really know what was going on with you. So how about we keep our eyes focused on the road, and we can get you this flower, and we can get back to safety.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry if I pushed too far. I know we're all a little stressed.
It's a tense morning. And I look at I look at Lü'mis, and I give him I point to my eyes and I point to their eyes. I'm kidding.
Lü'mis just pulls out their spear.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Emil, you also see Gertrude spreading Señor Tree Trunks to the deer in the area.
No, this is how it happens.
So what is y'all's travel plan? Trying to move as fast as possible? You probably will need to feed and water Gertrude at some point and give them probably like an hour or two break. Like after 12 hours of travel, you'll probably have to do that like every 4 hours. I can't imagine a horse would want to travel 24 hours straight. But you're probably like 24 hours, like 2 days travel from Mistfall. So if you were to just go straight, you could probably make it by, I don't know, midday tomorrow if you just went through the night and stopping every so often to give Gertrude a bit of a rest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to stopping for like little mini short rests as opposed to a long rest, and we can say that at least for the first day. Wait, do I have Song of Rest? Yes, I do. Like on a short rest, I like gather us all around, and I do like pull out my flute and I play a little Song of Rest to just kind of boost everybody's like health and spirits, but mostly focus just on getting Gertrude comfy and rested.
Well, for your first 12 hours of travel. Everybody do a Constitution saving throw. As you travel throughout the day, nothing really of note happens. You're keeping your eyes open for any sort of trouble or more of these people from the woods, and it seems like they're moving at night, and when day is out, they are nowhere to be found. So you make it through the first 12 hours without anything as the sun falls down. But yes, where are our Constitution saving throws at? Emil.
22.
Lü'mis.
13.
Ellis.
Dirty 20.
Lü'mis, you take a point of exhaustion, meaning you have disadvantage on ability and skill checks.
Noted.
And this is around like midnight time, or what time?
It would be, I think it's probably like 8 or 9 p.m. at this point. So you all have just traveled well past sunset, and it is now evening time as you all are still traveling the road. Where are you all taking your short rest?
As hidden as possible, knowing that people were hunting us last night. I think we should maybe forego a fire tonight and maybe just eat whatever dried rations we have on us. We're a day away. I know that's rough, but let's really try and stay hidden tonight.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we've come this far. Let's knock this shit out. I want to get home. Well, not home, but I want to get back to Squirrel's Folly at least.
Yeah, those cubbies are calling my name.
Emil, go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, sorry. It's usually very good. A 9.
You sort of hop off the wagon, having somebody else steer the wagon towards you as you kind of look around for a spot, and you pull everyone towards you when suddenly your foot kind of presses on dirt that's not quite steady, and it is a classic pulley system trap as a rope cinches around your foot and you go flying into the air, and you are you're tied over a branch as a weight falls from a tree, and an alarm sounds out across the forest, kind of like a bird sort of just like squawking constantly for a minute.
How?
Wah, 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 wah.
Is this a magically sourced alarm?
You would guess,
Is that what
just
I'm
because
assuming?
of its
Okay,
like consistent, because of its consistent and excellent sound quality.
Maybe you can decide on this. I think I'd be quite familiar with this trap based on my past.
I would say so.
I'm gonna think about the irony of carrying a dagger and not using it, and go ahead and try and cut my way out.
Okay.
And say like, "Fuck! I'm sorry, they're coming."
Go ahead. Yeah, you're able to cut yourself out. You know, it takes like a little bit to sort of saw through the rope, and you fall to the ground a couple feet and sort of dust yourself off as you get up.
Y'all, we can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think we can stop. I think we need to keep going. It's either we keep going or we kind of do a repeat of last night and risk fighting even more of these suckers.
I will crawl under the wagon, and retrieve my backpack.
Okay.
That I've tied to the wagon.
Okay.
And say, we'd be faster on foot if we leave the wagon and Gertrude here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely faster than this horse, I think.
I mean, right now, I think so. We could argue about your max speed versus the horse's max speed another day. But I think that, Ellis, maybe this sounds awful, but if we want to get away or hide from whoever's coming, I think it'd be best to leave the wagon here, at least for now, and book it. I have the plant in the backpack.
How is Gertrude like looking tired wise?
After you all have traveled at this speed, I think for about 2 days now, and knowing that you're probably going to continue going, go ahead and roll an animal handling check to really get a good idea.
Oh, that's a natural 19. How is she? That's +1, dirty 20.
She looks pretty exhausted. I mean, you all really haven't taken like a full day of not traveling. Every single day you've traveled with this horse, and then the last couple of days have been much longer days, so she's looking pretty tired. She's a young fit horse, but you're working pretty hard.
I mean, if we hoof it, that's still gonna turn a 12-hour horse wagon ride into potentially double that.
I get that, but it's easier to see us if we have a wagon and a horse with us.
Yeah, it'd definitely be easier to sneak around too if it was just the three of us hightailing it out of here.
Okay. And I walk over to Gertrude and I give her some pets, and I give her one of my rations. I eat up. You're a good horse. Go do your horse thing. And I pull out my dagger and cut the straps, like the leather straps, off the wagon. And I like, while I'm still holding on to like the remains of her reins, I'm like, does anybody have any final words that they want to say to Gertrude?
Can I roll an insight check on Ellis?
Sure.
How's he feeling right now?
Go ahead. And Ellis, you can do a deception or persuasion depending on how you're feeling.
I rolled a 21 on insight.
Okay. Or if
I'm
you're
not
not
trying to
hiding anything, yeah.
I'm not trying to persuade nothing. I'd say probably with a 21, you said?
Yeah.
Ellis does not want to leave Gertrude, but understands that, yes, he totally sees your point, but doesn't want to do it, but, it's sad.
Emil looks at you. I think maybe before you cut the straps and you're saying, like, who has last words, I'll, like, say, like, wait, Lü'mis, remember when we talked about, like, you seeing new things and, like, being curious, and that's a pretty cool thing for a 226-year-old?
Yeah.
I'm guessing survival's been a big thing for you for a long time. Me too. But, like, I mean, Ellis is like, God damn it. If we're not here to protect, like, innocent things, like, what are we doing? I mean, we can try with the horse if you want, but it's riskier.
I already cut all the fucking straps off.
No, I wanted to stop you before you did that.
He stopped you before you did that.
I mean, I'm not trying to get sentimental about this. I mean, granted, we're out here in the wild. I mean, like, Gertrude could just take off running in whatever direction she wants to. I mean, I don't own Gertrude. I'm not, like, perhaps we're dooming Gertrude if we take her. It's a coin flip. But y'all seem like, y'all seem headstrong in this.
Well, I don't want to owe the Academy any money for this horse.
The horse is not gonna die, okay? And if it does, she'll die off screen.
I look at Lü'mis. What do you want to do?
Just leave the horse.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ellis. I'm really sorry.
Hey, stop apologizing. We gotta get going. And I kind of like lead Gertrude. Like, if we're going one direction, I want Gertrude to like take off running in like a 90 degree, like a perpendicular direction. And I'm like, run like the wind I know you are, baby. And I spank her a little hind and I send her off.
Roll an animal handling check as you do that.
I'm about to get fucking kicked in the fucking face. Luck point. Not any better. That's a fucking 5.
You just barely get kicked in the face. You're able to like narrowly dodge it, but you do take 3 points of damage as Gertrude kind of like checks you on the shoulder real hard and then
oh my god
runs off on 2 legs with guns in her hand.
You've had this the whole time.
Just kidding.
Well, I've learned a valuable lesson. I walk back like holding my shoulder. I'm like, well, I've learned a valuable lesson. Doesn't matter how nice you are to a horse, they'll still kick you in the shoulder for no fucking reason. All right.
That kind of goes for people too.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, who's leading this charge?
I'm gonna use my flask of oil and a tinderbox and light the fucking wagon on fire, including the crate with the plant in it.
Okay.
Scorched earth, remember?
All right. What is the marching order as you all move away from the now burning wagon?
I have a +4 survival, which I feel like is good.
Same. Hear me out. I think Lü'mis would be in the front, kind of going ahead a little bit and scoping it out stealthily, if possible.
With the advanced dark vision.
With my advanced dark vision. Granted, I am exhausted, technically.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Lü'mis would do. Just as soon as, the wagon's on fire, kind of just collectively go back on the road, and then Lü'mis would then go ahead a little bit in a hastened pace and kind of just dart around the forest looking for if anyone's in front of us, kind of checking our behind every now and then, but just kind of darting around to make sure no one is following us.
About how far away do you think that you're leading everybody?
I think I'd be... I guess, do either of y'all have dark vision or anything? Can you see?
I do not.
I do.
So, how far is your dark vision?
I think it's 60 feet is normal dark vision. Yeah.
Regular old 60 feet.
Okay. And my speed is 45 now. So, I think between that, like, enough so where Ellis can see me if I, like, signal, like, come this, like, you're good to go, or signal no, stay there, or something like that.
Cool.
I think it would
so we'll say you're 45 feet away kind of from everybody.
Yeah, 45, 50 feet away from everyone, just, again, darting around, and then we can establish hand signals, I guess, of, like, you're good to go, or stay put.
Okay.
Are you all sticking to the road or cutting through the woods more?
I think I would just follow wherever Lü'mis is going.
Yeah.
Lü'mis?
Your call.
Lü'mis would dart through the woods, not necessarily on the path. Not super far from the path, in case it makes more sense to go that way, but I think to be more stealthy, that Lü'mis would use the advantage of the trees and the forest and the nature to go about it.
Can I also, from back here, I think because it's dark and because I'm only with Ellis, Emil maybe feels like he's about to start coughing and starts to cough a little bit and just says, "Fuck it." His arms turn into tree roots. And does anything else happen as I just, like, give in? I'm just like, fuck it. I'm not going to hold back whatever this is. I'm just going to let myself show.
It's all the kind of stiffness within your joints, I think, almost, like, gives way, as if, like, all of that kind of, like, buildup of, like, resistance you were having to this kind of, like, flows out of you as you turn your arms into roots. So I would say that would be the biggest change that you notice is like your cough goes away and you kind of feel almost more, like, comfortable within this form than you did a couple days ago. Lü'mis, go ahead with disadvantage and roll a perception check as you all are cutting through the woods. The other two, you can also roll perception checks from where you're at, too.
Perception 12.
12, okay.
9.
13.
Oof.
As you all are running away or making your way away from the burning wagon, you all can start to hear people were, like, waiting for this alarm to kind of go off, and you can hear some noises cutting through the woods, and you are sort of distracted by the sound of these voices from behind you, that you don't notice that on the left side of you all, kind of cutting through the woods alongside you, seems to be a blurry black creature.
Fuck! And is it coming to, like, intercept
we don't
it?
see this?
Yeah.
Or, no, you, like, you're, like, seeing, not very clearly, but you're, like, managing to see, well, I guess you don't see it approach, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's, like, 20 feet away from us, and you didn't hear it.
But
Is it reminiscent of the figure that I met?
No.
Oh, this is
different
not the figure that...
blurry black creature, yes.
Am I still ahead of the two? Or are we kind of grouped together at this point?
You're still, like, ahead. I think this creature's kind of, seems like fast enough that it's kind of, like, moving from the back group to, like, you. So it's kind of, like, trying to decide its attack route, if you will, as it seems to be just like moving alongside you. You're able to kind of like see it in your peripheral. So I'd say it's probably like between like 25 feet behind you and 20 feet in front of the other two, and then to like the side 20 feet.
Do I have, like, after recognize it, do I have a moment to cast a spell?
Yeah, go ahead and cast a spell.
I will just go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis at 2nd level. I turn to Emil and I say, "Hey, we got company. Get ready." And as I say this, sort of like spectrally feathers start to like kind of like cover my body.
Oh shit! Looking at you and then turning left and seeing this creature. Oh shit! And say, "I'm not usually one for attacking on first sight, but fuck everything in this forest." And I'll start running at it in my transformed state. Yeah.
Great.
And I'll call out, "Lü'mis, contact left," and run out of the forest across the path towards this creature. It's like on the other side of the path, like on the other side of the forest.
I guess what side of the forest? I guess I was assuming you all were on like the left side of the
I
road.
see. Okay.
I don't know what side of the road you
Sure.
were on, but you're on like the left side of the road. It's further into the
Wherever
woods
this
to your
thing
left.
is, I'm going right at it.
You're going right at it. Okay, Lü'mis, you get one sort of little thing to do here.
Lü'mis is going to head towards the other two, but as they're heading towards the other two, it's going to hide.
Great. Everyone roll initiative.
Whew.
We're not
Sick.
necessarily in like standstill move. Like I would say like you all are still kind of like
It's like through
in
the
movement
trees.
a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of maybe like a chase sequence or something. I don't know. Emil, what did you get?
15.
Ellis,
6.
Lü'mis,
15 as well.
what is y'all's dexterity?
Mine is 3.
Plus 4.
All right, Emil, as you sort of veer to your left, start running like right at this thing, which is about 30 feet away from you probably. It's kind of, you see it's this blurry creature running through the woods. You see a head turning towards you, but it's like a very like blurry head, and it almost is like jittering around as it looks at you, and then you see that another head kind of looks at you, and then the two heads combine, and it kind of like drifts around and is going to start running right at you. And go ahead and roll Arcana check or nature check to see if you know what this
Oh,
creature
no.
is.
Let's see. Arcana or nature?
Yes.
Both are the same. 15 plus 1, 16.
You've never seen this before because of, like, why would you see this in the city of Vinzor? But you've heard tales of a creature. This is a displacer beast that is now drifting and running right at you.
Oh god, it's got a drift. It's got a drift feature and 2 heads. Oh god. Or one head that can... It's displacing it. I'm gonna... Is it my turn?
No, it is
okay.
the displacer beast's turn, so it is going to use its movement and leap at you, and is going to attempt to like tackle you to the ground here. That's a 12 to hit.
No.
Yeah, you managed to, you see it kind of skirt around and try and leap at you, and you manage to duck out of the way as it leaps over you, and then it quickly pivots and looks at you again, and it is now Lü'mis's turn.
And I could see this?
Yeah, well, you probably can't see clearly like what this creature is, but you see that the creature is now on the other side of Emil, probably within 10 feet of him. You're probably, I imagine you kind of like move backwards, so you're probably like 30 feet away, sort of hiding behind a tree or something.
As I see this creature leap on Emil, I would like to run at it and then leap on it.
Okay. Great. Go ahead and roll. Are you trying to like pin it to the ground, or are you trying to just like stab it?
I think not necessarily stab it with my spear, but get it with my claws.
Great. Go ahead and roll attack first, and then see if you kind of land your claws into him.
Okay.
It.
Ooh, 25 to hit.
Yeah, you manage to, upon getting closer, you also go ahead and roll an Arcana or nature check as you get closer to this creature.
And that's with disadvantage, though, right?
Yes, it is.
What do I have? Nope. Okay. Nope. Natural 1.
Okay. You don't know what this, like, you're too, like, I don't care, this thing's going down, I don't know what this thing is, I probably know, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And you dig your claws right into it, and go ahead and we'll do a strength contest to see if you pin it.
Okay.
So
is that at
a
disadvantage?
This would be a disadvantage, yeah. Uh-oh.
3.
Okay, it got an 18. So you do get to roll damage as you dig your claws into him, but it manages to sort of like kick you off of its back.
Okay, fair.
And gets you onto the ground. But yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
So that's going to be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, can I try to swipe them with my claws again?
Yes. Yeah, so you kind of can readjust on the ground, get up, and like run back at it and swipe at it again.
Absolutely. 17 to hit?
That hits.
That will be an additional 7 points of damage. Actually, okay. Sorry, can I do this? As my bonus action, can I do... That would count as my 2 unarmed strikes, since I did with my claws. And then as my action, I'd like to hit it with my spear, or try to hit it with my spear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can do that.
So now I'm going to try to hit it with my spear.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
And that will be for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So yeah, so you just see Lü'mis come out of the darkness, leap onto this creature, slash it, get pushed off of it, slash it again, and then hit it with a spear.
Yes.
Good.
Excellent. Excellent. The next is Emil.
Seeing this kind of flurry of action from Lü'mis, Emil will just stay in this kind of bestial or floral form, I guess, and just go swinging in with my Twisted Roots. This is an 11 plus 5, 16.
That hits.
4 plus 3, 7 points of piercing damage. As I stab it with one of my roots, having seen Lü'mis hit it now, and also myself, how does it look like this is affecting it at all?
Yes.
Does he look hurt by this at all, or?
It does, yeah. It seems
Okay.
like you're scratching it up a good bit.
Just gauging whether I should just run. Okay, then I will use my bonus action to absorb.
Okay.
On a Twisted Root hit, I can roll 1d4 necrotic damage and absorb
Okay.
some energy. 3 points of necrotic damage.
Great.
So I leave my root in for a little bit. And
Yeah, this like black ichor blood. It's like really, really dark red blood, like almost black. Kind of gets absorbed by your root.
Oh, gross.
And yum, delicious. Next is Ellis.
Sick. As I like run straight, like headlong towards them, I will, with my left hand, like kind of wave my hand, and it's like some of these like spectrally black feathers like kind of like go in the direction of the Displacer Beast as I cast bonus action Hex.
Okay.
Concentration for an hour.
Okay.
I'll do a little bit of extra damage if I hit it, but it also has seeing like my two friends literally wrestling with it. I give it disadvantage on all strength checks.
Does it make a saving throw or anything first?
No, it's just concentration.
Oh, okay. Warlocks, okay.
I'm here, baby. And then as I like swipe with my left hand with my right hand, you see that familiar crackling energy as I shoot Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn, Alex said, fuck the bard stuff I have. I'm all warlock now.
I have not forgotten my bard or origins. Fuck. Well, that would have been cool, I think. 8 plus 6. Imaginary number 14.
14. That does hit.
Oh, sick.
Way to bring back a bit.
Throwback.
Way to bring back a bit.
You know. That'll be 12 points. 8 points of 8 points force damage and 4 points of necrotic damage.
You do hear in your head as you're doing this the voice of the bird creature once again going, "Yes, excellent. Yes, you're doing it."
I'm terrified.
Okay.
This thing.
Top of the order is the Displacer Beast. Feeling a little bit surrounded, it will displace, if you will. And suddenly it seems to be like vibrating, and you all are kind of having difficulty like seeing where its like tangible body is, and like where these sort of copies of it seem to like begin and end. And it will be multi-attacking Lü'mis, as you are presenting the most danger to it, I believe. It's gonna attack you twice. First one is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second one's a 15 to hit.
Nope.
You take 10 points of damage as it whips out one of its tentacles and like slaps you across the face with it. And as it pulls it away, like these scratch marks from like the little like teeth on the tentacle are on your face. And everybody roll a perception check.
23.
7.
This exhaustion is really yucking my yums. 4.
Okay, Ellis, you hear in the distance, I mean the distance, but actually kind of closer than you would like, probably about 60 feet away, you hear voices coming your direction, be like, "Over here, boys! I think we got him! We got him, boys!"
Oh,
Ladies
no.
and gentlemen, we got him.
It's New York City cops.
Get him, boys! Hey, boss, I think they're over here!
It's Bert and Ernie. I whisper. I kind of like yell whisper. I'm like, we got people real fucking close. Y'all, I suggest we gotta keep moving.
Okay. Next is Lü'mis's turn. If you attack the Displacer Beast, you will have disadvantage, by the way. Anybody who attacks the Displacer Beast, because it's displacing at the moment.
Lü'mis will try to attack the Displacer Beast once more with their spear. And is at disadvantage, yes?
Yes, at disadvantage.
8 plus 6.
14. That does hit.
So that will be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will use a key point to disengage.
Okay.
And then start booking it in the direction we were originally heading.
So 45 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Excellent. Next is Emil.
With Ellis pointing out these voices behind us, do I notice where they're coming from?
Go ahead and roll another perception check.
I'm going to switch dice. This one's being bad. Oh, that's not much better. 13 plus 4. Oh, that's pretty good. 17.
You're able to kind of pinpoint that they are coming from, if you were all to be like heading north, they would be south of you all about 60 feet.
Okay. With that being the case, I am going to stick one of my roots into the ground and cast Entangle
Okay.
in that direction. It has a 90-foot range. So I'm going to point it in the direction where I perceive these voices to be coming from, and anyone in that area needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, sorry. It's a strength saving throw.
18,
That saves.
15,
That does not.
and 9.
That does. It's weird.
What?
No, it doesn't save.
What?
So 2 of the 3 did not save.
Okay.
And off in the darkness, 60 feet away, some weeds and vines sprout up from the ground and kind of wrap their feet up if they failed. And that is now difficult terrain. But the 2 who were captured must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. And then I will run. Can I catch up to Lü'mis? We were like together, basically. I have a 30-foot speed.
Lü'mis is about 15 feet in front of you still.
Damn. All right. My absorb just goes away.
Oh no.
I reach out to try and heal Lü'mis, and I can't do it.
Welcome back.
I think that's it. I'm not sure there's much more I can do with my bonus action. Is it attacking me? I'm running 30 feet away from it.
It would have attacked one of you. So it's going to attack you, Emil.
I disengage.
Oh, that's right. You're disengaged. Then yes, it will be attacking you. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Silvery Barb's first level roll disadvantage.
What do you do to get it to pay attention to you instead?
I say, bad kitty, bad kitty.
Excellent.
Water. I pull out a squirt bottle.
It rolled an 18 on its second roll.
That does definitely hit.
Okay, you take 10 points of damage as you're going, one of the tentacles kind of like wraps your leg really quickly and leaves some scratch marks around it. Who do you give advantage to, though, Ellis?
I will give it to Lü'mis.
Then can I go ahead and use my bonus action on myself?
Yes.
To heal myself? Using the gross black ichor that I just absorbed, I'm going to heal myself for, awesome. Only 4 points of damage.
Okay, next is somebody that you cannot see, but whizzing through the trees. Ellis, an arrow is flying towards you. 2 arrows are flying towards you, actually. 17 to hit.
I will use a luck point to make you reroll.
Okay. 9
Miss.
and 10 then for the other one.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
So yeah, 2 arrows come like back to back whizzing through the trees, and you manage to like duck out of the way as everyone's kind of leaving you and the displacer beast. And next, you all hear in the distance someone be like, "Oh God, these vines!" And next is Ellis.
Yes.
I will still. Am I still within melee range of the displacer beast?
Yes.
I kind of like run, at least like run around it to lock eyes with it, and like thinking of this scary figure I just met, feeling something changing inside of me. You kind of watch these like feathers on me, maybe like even flare up a little bit, or just like nothing too like I don't sprout wings or anything, but just like my body starts to like move in a very unnaturalistic way, and I will use my Fey Presence ability,
Excellent.
and you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
4.
They are frightened of me.
Okay. Excellent.
And then I will bonus action yell at Emil. I'll say, I think you managed to slow a couple of them down. Keep up the good work, bud. And you get a point of bardic inspiration.
Thank you, strange bird creature.
Excellent. Next is you hear another voice. Is that it for you, Ellis? You don't want to move or anything?
Oh, sorry. No, I book it. So, like, I will leave it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's already used its reaction, though, to make an attack of opportunity.
Yes, so
right?
it can't make an opportunity.
Yeah, I use all 30 feet of my movement to just take the fuck off in the direction that Lü'mis is running.
Cool. You're probably like 5 feet behind Emil, so it's Lü'mis 15 feet, Emil 5 feet, Ellis.
Cool.
You hear another voice from the woods being like, "Man, where do these vines come from? I swear, we're gonna cut ourselves out of here, I guess." And then a different person, you assume, comes just sprinting 60 feet towards you all, like mace out and like wagging. And go ahead and roll a perception check as you all are kind of running and looking behind you at this person coming towards you all.
Oh, man. 8.
9.
4.
Okay, in the commotion, you don't really pick up on anything, but they're right next, like they're near the displacer beast now, so they're still like 30 feet away from you all, as they kind of come like running as fast as they can. Top of the order, it is the displacer beast, who's gonna move its movement to catch up to you, Ellis, and will multi-attack.
It's frightened, so it can't willingly move
You're
towards
right.
me.
You're right. It kind of stays put. And instead sort of like does things that panthers do where they kind of like pacing back and forth, sort of like protecting its domain a little bit. Next is a different voice, or different... Next is a different person coming towards you all, also sprinting 60 feet, and kind of at the displacer beast is a much larger woman who's kind of running up and shouting like, "Remember to capture them!" Next is Lü'mis.
So how far are these people or person?
Yeah. The displacer beast and the people who have kind of like run out of the dark are 45 feet away from you, 30 feet from the other two.
Can they see us?
You assume that they're at least like on a trail of some sort headed towards y'all, so that they can, but I don't think they can like see you necessarily, but you assume that they can like hear you in the direction you're going.
I think Lü'mis is just going to keep on running.
You're going to use your action to sprint?
Yes.
Great. Booking it 90 feet in 6 seconds. Lü'mis just takes off. And that is your turn then. Next is Emil.
Okay. Then I will do a thing I have not done yet, which is use a hit die to recover a spell slot.
Okay.
A first level spell slot. I will turn around and again cast Entangle, which will drop the first Entangle.
Okay.
Because it's
You
concentration.
hear the distance. Thank God these vines went away.
I'm going to cast it where it's a 20-foot area. I'm going to cast it to where like just barely the edge of it is touching their feet, that they have to run through 20 feet of it to like get to us.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it becomes difficult terrain for them, even if they succeed.
Okay. We got a 18.
That's a success.
11.
That was a failure.
And a 7.
Okay, the 11 and 7, they are restrained until they make a successful strength saving throw at the end of their turn. The 18 is good to go, but they are in difficult terrain still.
Cool. You, as you're kind of pointing back behind you, you see that the displacer beast has been wrapped up in these vines, and that the smaller of the two humanoids that have come out has been wrapped up, but the larger woman does not seem to be restrained.
With a bonus action, I will use one of my hit dice to heal myself. That's a D10. So I healed myself for 7, which will bring me back to max health, and then I will run just 30 feet.
Excellent.
And then I'll say back to Ellis, like, the beast is stuck now. Come on out of there.
Next is the archer, who is going to again shoot at Ellis twice. Okay, those are both gonna miss. Those are just gonna go, like, one goes like wildly the wrong direction, and just like the other one lands like well short of where you're at. And next is one of the, you can't really see this, you just hear more running behind you. And next is Ellis.
Fabulous. I will drop Hex. So I will drop concentration on the Displacer Beast. I will, kind of seeing that Lü'mis took off ahead of me, I will say to Emil, I'm like, but I don't think I'm as fast as y'all, but I'll catch up. And I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Just
Excellent.
with 4 arrows kind of coming straight at me. I go invisible and keep on booking it. Just 30 feet because I can't dash. I will say to retcon, should have done this on the end of the Displacer Beast's turn, but they do, at the end of their turn, they do get to make another save to stop being scared of me.
Oh, okay. They are still scared of you.
Fabulous.
Next, you all hear more running behind you, but it seems well far away, and you hear this other person struggling in the vines, and is going to remain struggling in the vines.
Let's go.
Top of the order, Displacer Beast is still tied up. You just see the larger woman run through this rough terrain and manages to get like 20 feet outside of that rough terrain using their whole action to do that. They are about 40 feet behind you, Emil and Lü'mis. So for the layout here, Lü'mis, you are 60 feet in front of Emil and Ellis. Emil and Ellis, you are 40 feet in front of the nearest bandit person who's after you. And then the Displacer Beast and the rest of the group is like 20 feet behind that person with rough terrain between. Next is Lü'mis.
Lü'mis would like to run up an additional 45 feet, just keep on running until they see some type of, or I don't know what the landscape quite is, but if there's a tree or like a large boulder they could climb up, and just essentially I want to have a higher ground to see more beyond what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I guess.
Sure. The terrain's pretty flat, but you do manage to see, it's not super dense forest by any means, so you are able to get up a tree and kind of are about like 10-15 feet off the ground.
Okay.
What are you trying? You can roll a perception check.
Cool. Damn it, I hate this disadvantage. 8.
8. Okay, yeah. The nearest person to you would be Emil and Ellis, and they're 105 feet away from you now, so beyond that, like, you don't really see anything. Looking around, though, you don't hear anybody else kind of coming from, like, a different direction or anything, though.
Can I ready an action while I'm in this tree?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to ready an action while I'm in this tree.
Okay.
Whenever an enemy comes near, so assumably when Emil and Ellis go past where I am, and if another other than those two come past me, I'd like to strike down with my spear.
Okay.
Like
Excellent.
Link and Super Smash Brothers, just downward sword on top
Exactly.
of it.
You're down a attack, yes.
Yeah, you dare.
Next will be, okay, so that'll be your held action,
Down
so
A.
next is Emil.
Emil will see Ellis disappear, think, fuck, I'm all alone, and just run 60 feet. Use my action to run. The dash.
Great.
I would love, if possible, to, at the end of this 60 feet, I said this before I knew Lü'mis was going to do this, or I was thinking this, rather. Are there any trees that look like I could down them?
Down?
Because when I use my charger, when I use my action to dash, I can use my charger feat, which allows me to do some extra damage to structures and people. Are there any trees I could like down in our path to try and create an obstacle of some kind?
Roll a nature check as you're running here to see if you can like spot a particularly weak-looking tree.
It's just a 10.
Then you do like run towards a tree, and you're like, wait, that's too big, and then you just keep running. Like,
Yeah,
like
fuck it. Okay. I'll just run
going in
60
different
feet.
directions. Okay. You all hear some. Yeah, you kind of hear some like wild shots coming through, like arrows just like launching in your direction. And they all miss. So, yeah, you just hear some more arrows kind of like pew, pew, like shooting through the air trying to hit you all. And you do hear some running, but next is Ellis.
Action to dash 60 feet, invisible, just booking it.
We will say that you all are out of initiative, as you all have kind of like run far enough from these people that I wouldn't say that they've like given up, but you've kind of thrown enough at them that like they're so like separated that it doesn't make sense for like one person to chase after 3 people, like that kind of thing. So you have kind of successfully distanced yourself from them all, and I assume you kind of all like
See
like,
Lü'mis up in the tree and say like, Ellis is invisible right now, but let's just keep running. Just run right past the tree.
and you all run for as long as your little legs can carry you, I assume.
Yeah, as
Okay.
soon as I feel like as soon as Emil says that, Lü'mis so gracefully hops down the tree and then just zooms past
Yeah.
Emil.
wait, don't leave me. I don't want to be alone.
I'm right next to you, dude. I'm like right behind you.
Oh, damn it. As we're coming into like less dense forest area, Emil will drop his plant facade. Try and get rid of my bark.
Cool. And then are you all taking any rest between like now and trying to get to Mistfall? Or are you got just
no.
like running?
No.
Okay.
I think we're just booking it.
Okay. So yeah, about 4 to 6 more hours pass as you all are just like booking it, and everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's do this.
I'll use my last luck point.
Okay.
Oh, I have advantage on this. Oh, thank God.
Do I have disadvantage on this?
Oh.
No, this is a
Okay.
saving throw.
This
so
is
you do
saving
not.
throw. You said Constitution, right?
Yes.
15.
12.
14.
You all take a point of exhaustion as you all continue running. So at second level, Lü'mis, at second level, your speed is halved. So you are now running 25 feet instead of 45 feet. Or, yeah, you're running 25 feet, so 45 feet.
So slow.
You all continue running for another 6 hours, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat this DC. So you all take another point of exhaustion as you keep running.
What's the DC?
So-
I got a really high Constitution saving throw.
I think at this point it's like 24.
I
So
can
you
beat
can
it.
try.
I can beat
Okay.
Let's see. I have advantage too, but now I have.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have disadvantage on ability checks, right?
You
Right.
also have,
Okay, so
a
still
bardic
advantage.
inspiration I don't think you used.
That's
I have
true.
not used it yet. How long does it
Oh,
last?
doesn't that go away after like an hour?
Oh, no, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Good try.
I rolled a 19 plus 6.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he makes it.
Somehow, after all this, I'm the one that's going the most, even though the first time we ran did not go this way. But now my running is good.
Your running's
now
good.
I'm good.
You're feeling like having sort of embraced your roots there for a little bit. I think your cough is like really suppressed.
Roots.
Roots. Your cough is suppressed. Your lungs are feeling good out in nature right now, and yeah, you don't take a point of exhaustion. Ellis, your speed is now halved, and Lü'mis, you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
I'll match pace with the two of them. Especially
What's
Ellis.
up, y'all? I'm having a nice little jog right now.
But I'll also say the real secret is fear. The more afraid you are, the faster you'll run.
Hey, Emil,
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. I'm just like,
you're right. Save my breath.
keep like-
You're right.
You all run for another 6 hours. This time the
Fuck.
DC is... I mean, you guys ditched a horse and wagon, so you did lose some time, and it was a
Yes.
12-hour journey. So you run another 6 hours. The DC is now at 30. So I assume you are all going to fail that. So, Lü'mis, you take a 4th
Yep.
point of exhaustion, so your hit point maximum has been halved.
Yeesh.
Ellis, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and Emil, your speed is halved as you all exhausted. This is the most exhausted any of you have ever felt. Probably you roll up, like sweating profusely, to the gates of Mistfall, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the highest I've ever gotten anyone's exhaustion level.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's get you a cubby. How do you get rid of exhaustion if you don't sleep?
Long rests.
I think I guess
think
just like a long
just
rest.
a long rest.
A
yeah.
nice shiatsu.
You get you one long rest gets 1 point of exhaustion taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lü'mis
So-
could have.
Fuck.
You're gonna see
Too
more
away from
meditation
dying.
from Lü'mis.
Damn, Destiny, this could get dicey.
This got dicey.
Roll the music.
Well, that was a real doozy. Let's see what all these points of exhaustion are gonna do for each of us. Anyway, you can find This Could Get Dicey where all podcasts are streamed and on Instagram and TikTok at TCGDpod. If you found our antics enjoyable, help us out by leaving a rating or review, maybe even sharing with a friend. We're off next week, but we'll be back at it again Wednesday, June 7th.